time now. She has to go in.
What if it was Molly? Bobby?
After everything that we've been through, you still think it's about that? I've loved her a lot. She was my own. But she's not her anymore.
It's a really very different sort of a zombie movie, and it doesn't have a huge budget, and it's got this first-time director. And I have to imagine that was a scary prospect going in. Were there specific fears that you guys had approaching the film?
Well, I didn't have any fear because I really, I felt that the story was good. When I met the director, Henry was very clear with his vision. He made me really feel actually much better after I heard his take on it. And he showed me the photo album and the photographs, what the look should be of each one of the scenes and the lighting and all that stuff. So I didn't have any worry. But the key thing is always, it's an independent movie. So you go out and with the best intention, do the best job, you make the best movie, but then who is going to buy it? Who is going to distribute it? Do they have the same passion than this director had? Do they have the same passion than the actors have? Do they want to put the kind of work in there that we all did? Is really then the question, because that's the vulnerability of an independent movie. Who would buy it? Who would distribute it? How would they distribute it? And so on. And so that's always the challenge. But other than that, there was no fear about the outcome of the film.
I felt no fear, but having said that, I've no idea how this is going to turn out. Though, whatever I thought, having seen it last night, I could not have imagined it would turn out to be such a beautiful film. And I can say that because I'm not the star. Arnold and Abigail are, so I feel it's okay for me to say it's a stunningly made, beautiful film.
You're one of the stars.
I'm in it.
It's an ensemble piece. It's an ensemble piece.
No, wouldn't it be awful if you were saying it was amazing, because the audience might not believe you, but I can say it. I was really astonished. Henry, our director, did the most beautiful job.
I'm curious about the experience on set. This is a the movie focuses on this one family in this world where everything is just falling apart, but we don't really see that world. Is that something you guys talked about, where the world is at, what's happening, the larger picture of it all?
Well, in a way, we see it. I mean, as you remember in the beginning, when I drive with the truck, the newscaster is very clear about, the disaster that's happening all over the world. You see the land burning. You see that the no crops is growing. Everything is dying. And we also talk about that there's how many people, that have been infected by the zombie virus. And even though there is now finally good news that through this, quarantine, quarantining people, that now the infections has dropped by 30%. And so, but it's still a disastrous situation. And you see as you drive through the streets, what the world has come to. There's not many people running around in great joy. There was the store where I go to, where we wanted to buy sunglasses, and there was no one there working. That guy is already dead. He's a zombie. So, I think we get a pretty good feeling of where we are.
But then there were like beautiful light moments, say with Abigail, his daughter, and when it's a zombie film, but it's really about two young people and wanting their first kiss or their first night together, and the camera shows you it one way and you see how they're both turning and their eyes and their veins, and then the camera turns another way and they're just two young kids kissing.
Yeah.
Zombies, they terrify me. All scary things utterly terrify me. No, really. So when I go to a horror movie, it's to sort of help mitigate those fears. Does that happen on set? Like, does working through something on set help alleviate your fears?
Good question. Arnold has no fears.
No, but I mean, it's I think that you always have to keep that in mind. What is going on? Even though you do a scene inside the house, you have to always keep in mind that outside the world is kind of like in a disaster situation. And but the situation we're in this family here, with having someone that has the zombie virus is even more disastrous. And there's nothing we can do about it. And this is the guy that I play is basically a helpless guy, even though in all the other movies that I play the heroic guy that uses brute force and strength and determination and wipe out the enemy and all this. In this case, I can do nothing.
But Arnold, you are still a bit of a hero in this film, because whereas some parents could abandon their daughter, you absolutely refused to let her go. And people admire that, those simple acts of bravery. Sometimes bravery isn't gunning down a ton of people, it's those simple, small, quiet actions.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I mean, still, my daughter dies.
Don't, don't, you can't.
Well, she has a zombie virus. No. Everyone with a zombie virus dies.
Maybe in the sequel.
Oh, you mean we have a sequel? Okay, got it.
Thank you.